vital because large numbers of people in the world won't want to do any business with us.
Yeah, that it's hard to see how we're going to avoid that, and there's none of the trend lines are moving in that good direction here. I want to shift over to the Russia-Ukraine war because you mentioned that a second ago, and you really can't talk about either one of these in isolation, as you have written about on your Substack about how these are becoming one war here. And let's take a look at some of that stuff. The narrative is still very puzzling. Now, this is from the Associated Press. I think it was published yesterday. Trump told Ukraine it had no cards, and then Kiev took the war to Russia. When you get into the details of that, it says Kiev has ramped up a campaign of longer-range strikes inside of Russia and in areas Moscow has seized. Pardon me. Increased production of weapons, targeted Russian air defenses, and hit oil infrastructure and the warehouses of major retailer in a bid to ensure ordinary Russians feel the impact of the conflict. Now, much of that is per se accurate, as they certainly have done those things. They have hit those targets. But then the real question is, does that lead to a war termination or a shift in the direction of the war away from Moscow and towards Kiev, such that at some point that Moscow will go, you know what, that's enough pain. I guess we're going to have to settle on your terms. What do you say?
Well, first, I think we're looking at a 40% reduction, or we're looking at a week or two ago, in Russia's capacity to refine oil, petroleum, for various products. This has not really hurt Russia very much. A lot of that damage is rapidly repaired. You know, refineries are very large, very robust structures. They're not easily destroyed. It takes a lot more effort than what the Ukrainians are able to mobilize, frankly. But having said that, has this had an impact on decision-making at the highest levels in Moscow, which I think is the real